Next on Worcester News Tonight, one of the busiest travel days of the year. Look at how Thanksgiving travel is impacting the area. Plus, a high school making a special tribute to a fallen state trooper. We'll have the story and what they're doing tomorrow. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. We'll have a look at holiday travel in a bit, but we start tonight in Worcester, where authorities are investigating a pedestrian accident on a busy roadway. The victim was apparently hit by a car while trying to cross the road. The incident happened earlier tonight on Park Avenue. There is the scene. We're told a person was crossing this road when they were struck by a car. They've been taken to the hospital. Their condition isn't known at the time. The cause of the crash is not known at this time either. Park Avenue was closed from Pleasant to Elm Street while police conduct their investigation. At this hour, many holiday travelers are still en route to their destination for tomorrow's Thanksgiving holiday. Here's a look at I-290 in both directions near Worcester. Traffic has been slow at times through the city and also on the Massachusetts Turnpike, but for the most part, no major delays have been reported. There was some speculation the deconstruction of the toll booths on the pike might cause delays, but so far that hasn't been the case. Thanksgiving is always a busy week of travel, and this year AAA expects more travelers going a significant distance than last year. As our Rosalind Flaherty shows us, some decided to avoid getting behind the wheel to get to where they're going.
It's one of the busiest travel holidays of the year, and at Worcester Regional Airport, travelers say they were surprised at how smooth their trip was from Fort Lauderdale to Worcester.
It's been seamless, no problems whatsoever.
Gina Verdi and her family are heading to Fort Lauderdale to spend Thanksgiving. Verdi is from Wayland and says they chose to depart from Worcester to avoid the chaos at a bigger airport.
Not only on the ground getting to and from Logan, but also the traffic in the airport and how busy it'll be.
Worcester Regional Airport says their 2 flights to and from Fort Lauderdale and Worcester were early Wednesday.
All through the year, we prepare for the airport to be reliable, safe, and convenient for the traveling public.
AAA says they expect 48.7 million Americans to hit the road for the holiday. 1 million more people will than last year. Some travelers waiting for a bus at Union Station chose to sit back and enjoy the ride.
It saves me driving and avoid the traffic.
You see, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Elizabeth Nielsen was traveling by bus from Springfield to Worcester and was pleased she took the bus route.
It's better to just take the bus. That way you can get other stuff done while, while you're moving, hopefully.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
In addition to travel, tonight is also a popular night to be out and reunite with old friends, and police in Worcester want to make sure people are safe. While the bars and pubs prepare for the crowds, Worcester police are stepping up patrols to look out for drunk drivers. Police say they are going to be patrolling areas heavily populated with bars and restaurants in Worcester, looking for impaired driving.
Patrols in the city tonight and throughout the holiday season, in particular focusing on areas with a large amount of restaurants and drinking establishments, and particularly the officers will be looking for unsafe driving and impaired drivers.
Police say they will continue to patrol areas to look for impaired driving throughout the holiday season. Fire in Charlton has claimed an elderly man's life. It broke out inside a shed on Barry Connor Road this afternoon. The state's Department of Fire Services confirmed a 91-year-old man passed away. And ECN's Alicia Palumbo spoke to the victim's son, who says he just saw him yesterday and is devastated to hear the news.
Bear and smell the wood cut.
Officials are still investigating the cause and the origin of the fire. Worcester City Council voting against providing taxpayer money to demolish a vacant building. This building on Austin Street was deemed dangerous and put on a list for demolition. It is owned by a church where City Councilor Sarai Rivera serves as co-pastor and her husband is the president. Concerns of a potential conflict of interest were raised by City Councilor Michael Gaffney. The church's president says they are negotiating with a buyer and looking to pay for the demolition on their own. A Southbridge family pitching in to make sure everyone has a turkey dinner tomorrow, and they say they're prepared to serve hundreds of people. What started out as one family's mission to make Thanksgiving dinner has turned into a big meal with plenty of help from the community. Greg Augustine took care of the stuffing.
So far it's been positive, results of how it tastes and also good.
Augustine is one of several volunteers helping with Thursday's big meal at Elm Street Congregational Church in Southbridge. There are volunteers of all ages.
And then I helped out over there, and then I thought they didn't need my help, so I played a little, and then I went back in the kitchen doing the stuffing and turkey.
Helping Rebecca Carrasco and her family get everything ready. 5 years ago, the family started serving meals to people in town on Thanksgiving Day. And each year, they get more volunteers and more mouths to feed.
Somebody said, I hope you serve 300 this year, and I thought that would be great, and then I was like, wait, do we have enough for 300? But as many as come, we'll have food for whoever comes.
The menu consists of turkey, ham, stuffing, corn, and green beans. House of Destiny and Elm Street Congregational are the two churches pitching in to provide the meal. The food is served starting at noon, and everyone is invited.
We're all family, no matter what race, creed, religion. You come together to be thankful.
The community joined in, the churches joined in, and we're going on our 5th year, so it's something that we enjoy doing and we hope to continue to do.
Again, the meal will be served starting at noon tomorrow. They also plan to deliver some Thanksgiving meals in the community. Well, in other news, police are charging a third person in connection to a teen's murder in Worcester from last year. 19-year-old Quandre Bath was arrested at a residence on Stanton Street Wednesday afternoon. He is facing multiple charges, including manslaughter in the death of 18-year-old Samuel Castro. The standout football player was shot and killed on Frederick Street last May. 2 other men have already been indicted on murder charges. Bath pleaded not guilty at his arraignment earlier today. A man also pleads not guilty to indictments charging him with conspiracy to commit murder and misleading a police investigation. Thomas Hogan Jr. was ordered held on $100,000 cash bail. Charges stem from a police investigation into the death of Marie Martin. The 35-year-old was found shot to death in a burning car last November. Martin allegedly conspired to have the father of her child killed over a custody dispute prior to her death. Hudson High School is making a tribute to a fallen state trooper, Thomas Clardy, who was killed when a driver slammed into his cruiser during a traffic stop on the Massachusetts Turnpike earlier this year. Our Olivia Lemon has a look at tomorrow's special Thanksgiving Day tribute.
For more than 100 years, Hudson and Marlboro have been battling on the gridiron Thanksgiving Day. This year, the game will be a little different.
It's a time that, for our communities to unite, to honor something that's a lot bigger than us.
Thursday's game will honor fallen Massachusetts State Police Trooper Thomas Clardy. Clardy lived in Hudson. He was killed during a traffic stop on the Mass Pike in March.
The football game is important. We've been doing this for a long time, but there are other aspects of life that are very important to our kids, to our community, and clearly honoring someone like Officer Clardy is one of those things.
Hudson's head football coach Dan McAnepsy says the players will be wearing different badges on their helmets for the game.
Our linemen tomorrow are wearing a state police badge, and our skilled players are wearing a Marine Corps badge.
Clardy was a veteran of the United States Marine Corps.
Are we ready? Yes, sir! Are we ready? Yes, sir! Are we ready? Yes, sir!
Marlboro's assistant football coach, who was also a state trooper, stopped by practice Tuesday to talk to the players, which is unusual in a rivalry instance, but this time was different.
We welcomed him in, and he talked about Officer Clardy, like what he's done for for the state police and for our country.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
A local vegan restaurant receiving national recognition for their soul food. Belmont Vegetarian has been in business for 8 years, and this week, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, also known as PETA, named the restaurant as one of the best vegan soul food spots in the country. The owner says the restaurant puts a lot of hard work into its food, and it's nice to receive the recognition.
I'm feeling really good to been in 8 years and being recognized and feel, that I won. It's like that I'm doing something. It's really an honor, to be recognized.
Belmont is known for its vegan mac and cheese, which was previously recognized by PETA.